Have you ever wondered what happens when you take a Bluetooth speaker, cover it in a ton of cement, leave it out on the street for that everyone could use it?
Well, if you're thinking about doing it, don't, because the street does not appreciate it.
Some people just want to see the world burn.
Ho ho ho, we're doing a spirit of
Ah, Bristol, known for its historic harbour, maritime history and big bridge. But away from the city centre, there is a place where most tourists don't know about.
Turbo Island. What is it? Who knows? I certainly don't.
Back in the day, it was a shoe shop, but then World War II came around and it got bombed the fuck out. Then the council decided to just clean it up and leave it flat because it was an obstruction.
If you are someone who lives next door to it, then I'm sure it's an absolute nightmare.
In the 80s, a popular cider named Turbo quickly became the #1 can you'd find left on the island, so Island adopted the name Turbo Island. In the 80s, it was purchased by an advertising company and it has been private ever since. And now that it was out of council jurisdiction, it quickly became a hotspot for day parties, homelessness and drug intake.
Turbo Island is a place where the lovely citizens of Bristol come to take smack.
Entering the 2000s, Turbo Island also became a spot where you can find a lot of graffiti and freedom of expression.
It's a really fun area, very colourful, very creative.
But the reputation it was building itself was a spot to find fires, violence, homelessness and drugs.
Sort of seems like it might be a bit illegal.
In 2022 came the tragic day where the council forced the advertisement company to take measures against all the illegalness that was happening on the island. So the advertisement company came up with this genius idea of tarmacking Turbo Island with a 20-degree angle slope, thinking it will deter us from going to the island.
Perhaps this could do with having a Tesco here, you know? We've only got one other up the road, why not gentrify the area some more?
But in 2023, I snapped. I decided I had enough of it, and I went on a journey to make Turbo Island a bit noisier than usual.
Cause I'm an island boy, I'm an island boy.
Oh look, it's me. I broke. I'm just your local artist. You might have seen some of my work like the Naked Banksy picture that by the way got stolen. For work I do social media marketing, promote products and make fun videos. I've been fascinated with Turbo Island ever since I saw my first illegal fire there. 2 years ago, Turbo Island was flat. And then the council, or I don't know who, decided to like cement it to make it less communal. And that really annoyed me because I always thought like Bristolians and people in Bristol were like super united and we're like super like on the same page, and I thought that we wouldn't let something like this slide, but then no one did anything. We just like fucking let it happen, and I was really annoyed. So for a while I wanted to do like a project. The other day we buried a Bluetooth speaker in a ton of cement, and this Saturday we're gonna be permanently leaving it on Turbo Island. I built the frame and everything by myself. But for the actual like day of mixing the concrete and everything, my boy Quasi, he was really helpful, and Antonel. So we took all the materials down there in the car, and we literally mixed the cement on the spot, and we let it set. I don't know if this is a social experiment, an art project, or just a little side mission. All I know is that I'm determined to get a Bluetooth speaker permanently on Turbo Island.
Jesus! So, this right here is an art piece that's going to transcend time in Bristol. This will bring back the community to Turbo Island. People used to be here as the essential rave spot, as the after spot. Used to come out, fucking Crofters, or any of these spots on Stokes and just end up 4 a.m. getting lit on Turbo in a fire circle. We're bringing that back. Council tried to destroy it. They tried to flatten this place out when it used to be an absolute vibe. It's not happening, is it?
Yeah, so the cement piece was definitely on the simple vibe. I was just trying to go for the simplest shape. Didn't really measure it. I just thought like, oh, that's big enough to not move. Apparently not.
I arrived the next day and it's gone. It's gone. I find it around the corner, I stick way more glue, stick it back to the floor again, and then I arrive the next day and it's gone and they burnt it. They burnt it.
So we're taking a f***ing back, mate. What's that? Let me just... Oh my goodness.
I don't even know. I don't know why people do shit. I don't know why I do shit, you know what I mean? I feel like no one's convinced me that there's like a point to this shit, you know what I mean? We're all here, we're all trying to figure this shit out. And no one's given me like an answer where I'm like, sweet, let's purpose.
Oh, no. Good. All right, come on. There you go.
Big budget, you know what I mean? Makeup artist. Alright, so a couple of rules.
Yeah.
Can't film any logos.
Yeah.
Don't zoom in on the products.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Now this is replicated exactly the Pyramid of Giza. This is literally the Pyramid of Giza, but 1,000 times smaller. Doing up training. I'm gonna be quite busy today. It's the last day before weekend, and I really want to figure out this pyramid. So, thanks for calling. I'm kind of thinking I'm not sure if I want it to be like flush with it, like here, or should it be like this? Because if it's like this, probably looks a bit nicer. But if it's like this, rainwater won't get caught inside. You know what I mean? I think it's more for the people. Yeah, I really hope it stays for long. I think it'll be a really good social experiment just to see what happens when there's like a functioning Bluetooth speaker in a really public area. I don't know if anywhere that has that, to be fair. Probably just because it's so like pointless. There she is. So this one's been stripped down. There's no battery in it. And the hardware has been tampered with so that now we can just connect it to this car battery. And it can run for, we did the math, apparently 3 months at a time. And it's going to be rechargeable, obviously. Yeah, it's going to be cold. It's going to be for everyone. This has been really hard to do. Really hard to do. For some reason. It took us like 4 attempts to just do the model. And we wanted to do a small one before we go for the big wood. But now that we have all the dimensions, we are ready to commit and send it. Yeah, it's going to be still pretty big. It's going to be pretty big. And it's going to be cool that it's going to be like exactly the same size as the pyramids of Giza. You know, we could all like get a bit of perspective and like... There's something really nice about this shape. I can't lie, it's perfect. But yeah, it's fucking hard to make a pyramid. It's hard. It's hard to make a pyramid. It would have been way easier to make a block. But we're not doing that because blocks are lame. There's blocks everywhere. Look around. I've seen the pyramids of Giza. I've been there. They're sick. I've always thought they're cool, but once you see them in real life, you're like, fuck, that's different. I'm gonna build a metal frame that's gonna be like a closed like cage inside of it. The top of the pyramid's flat. So I'm gonna have the top of the cage pull out and do like a cross, and then we're gonna bring a crane and lift it up from that. But we have a team of engineers, and that could be their job. Council haven't reached out yet. Do they have power? We'll see what they do. Yeah, I don't know what they'll do. Maybe they'll be like, it's dangerous. Who knows? We'll see. I think we'll play it along. I feel like it's good as well when you're doing art to have people on both sides, you know what I mean? Some people hate it, some people love it. Because it just sparks a debate. Like, I'm giving it everything I can to make it as strong as possible. Give it everything you got to try and break it. Fuckers. I might even put a camera out there, you know what I mean? That could be a whole like... That could be a whole side hustle. I want people to paint it. I want people to skate on it. I want people to use the speaker. I want like rappers and shit to make like TikToks with it. I want people as well to try and break it as well. Fuck it, like give it a go.
It's not going so great so far.
Basically, we couldn't even do anything because the wood place didn't give us wood. They were like, nah.
But we're gonna get the right wood.
Shout out Second Combing, Antonelle, best haircuts in town. Shout out the aliens and all that, you know what I mean? Shout out Anti, he doesn't play around. He went straight for the eyes and the bollocks. Shout out PRC, shout out Benoit, he literally just saved the project. Shout out the Bums for doing that, that's cold. While I'm here, shout out Real Soul as well. Best fish and chip in Bristol. Shout out Mini Rigs. Shout out Tobias Snow, the guy who took this picture as well. Shout out social media as well, bro. Like, shout out Boomsatsuma.